Hello again everybody, Mel from Stocksbridge Guitar Tech. I'm here with another lesson, and you can probably guess that in this lesson I'm going to show you how to play that little rock and roll boogie I was playing there. It's very easy, been used forever, this little lick, still being used today. It's great fun when you get into it. If you get yourself a backing track to play along to, or a drum machine or something like that, you can have hours of endless fun with this when you're first starting out. So it's very easy. So let's zoom in and I'll show you how to play it. All we're going to do with this to start with is just use the index and the ring finger. And we're going to start with the A and D strings, 5th and 4th strings. We're going to just play the A open, and we're going to put the index finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string and play that E. You play those two together and you get that A5 power chord. And then if you just sort of get yourself into a rhythm with that and start off slow, use a metronome, just play it something like so you're going like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, or 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, whichever's easiest for you to count, but just something like that. And then all we're going to do is we're going to put the ring finger on the 4th string in the 4th fret, and we're going to leave the index finger down and just hammer that on. So we're still playing the same 2 strings, but we're doing and then we're putting this index finger on. You can either hammer it like that, or you can just play it straight. Again, whichever's easiest. And that's the pattern basically. It's just so you're playing 2 with the index finger and 2 with the ring finger. And then all we're going to do is drop that down 2 strings and use the 3rd and 4th strings, play exactly the same thing, but now we're using the D and G strings. Then back to the A and the D, A and D strings. And then we're going to go down to the low E and the A string. Same again, open low E string, index finger on the A string in the 2nd fret, and then move up to the 4th fret with the ring finger. Then you want to get from that to your D. And then back to the A. And then just finish on an E7 chord. And then go back to the A. Now you can experiment with this, but just get the feel for it first. You can play it slow, You can play it fast, so or you can have some real fun with it, playing around with the rhythms. But basically I'm just doing the same thing, I'm just changing my picking pattern and the rhythm and the tempo. So again, it's just the index finger in the 2nd fret below the open string that you're playing. And I suggest you start with A, because then you can do A, which would be your root chord, A major. Then you can go to D major, which would be your 4 chord, back to A, your root, and then to E7, which would be your 5 chord. So you've got a 1, 4, 5 progression. 4, 1, 4, 1, 5, 4, 1, 5, and then start again. So it's 1, 4, 1, That's it. If you've already started doing your bar chords, you can also play it as a bar chord. So you'd make your normal A bar chord, lift the little finger off, so you've got A7, and then you'd use the index finger and the ring finger on the low E and the 5th string, the A string, low E at the 5th fret, A string at the 7th fret. And then you're going to go with ring to the pinky onto the 9th fret of the A string. It's the same thing, it will just give you a different tone, different tonality to your sound. Plus you can also get some of that 7 chord in if you want, to fill it out a little bit. But it's the same thing, so you'd go from A, drop down to D on the 5th and 4th strings. Imagine your D chord, play with the ring finger again. Going to do the D and shift it everything up 2 frets, so you've got an E and back down for your D, finish on the E or the E7. That's it. It's very easy once you get the hang of it, so just practice it slowly with a metronome, build your speed up gradually. Like I said, if you do it in A to start with, you've got A, D and E, which gives you root 4th and 5th, so you can play along to a drum track if you've got a drum machine or anything like that. If you've got some blues backing tracks, play along to those, or make your own if you've got a drum machine and a way to record it. Just record a little rhythm for yourself like that, a 12 bar. And then play a little bit of lead over the top of it. But like I said, you can have a lot of fun with these because there's loads you can do. Once you get the basic idea down, you can start going. And you can add this fret in here. Or you can do things like so all I'm doing there is a chromatic run up from 2 frets below. So if I'm going to the D, I start on C and go up to the D. So go from the G to the A, and you can go up to the E as well, and back down then to the D. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with this little riff once you've learned the basic riff. So there's another quick lesson for you today. Just practice it, like I said, with a metronome. Get it up to a decent speed. Still keep practicing everything else you've learned thus far. And in the next lesson, we're going to start talking about modes. So it's going to get a little bit more advanced. Don't worry too much about it. Modes are just scales, really. They're just a different type of scale. So I'm going to look at modes in the next lesson. I hope you'll join me for that one. As ever, please do subscribe. Click the little bell notification if you find any of my videos useful, and I hope some of you do. Thanks for watching. That's all from me today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.